William Shakespeare quotes, "I may neither choose who I would, nor refuse who I dislike, so is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father." The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company. We cannot conceive of matter being formed of nothing, since things require a seed to start from. Therefore there is not anything which returns to nothing, but all things return dissolved into their elements. And why not death rather than living torment? To die is to be banished from myself, and Sylvia is myself banished from her, is self from self a deadly banishment. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches, and poor men's cottage princes palaces. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit, and lost without deserving. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. God has given you one face, and you make yourself another. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. This life, which had been the tomb of his virtue and of his honor, is but a walking shadow, a poor player, that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And this, our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. Who could refrain that had the heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known? Fishes alive in the sea, as men do a land, great ones eat up the little ones. Most dangerous is that temptation that doth goad us on to sin in loving virtue. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. I were better to be eaten to death with a rust than to be scoured to nothing with perpetual motion. If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country's loss, and if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. Sweet are the uses of adversity which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in his head. I had rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad, and to travel for it too. Thou know'st the first time that we smell the air we wail and cry. When we are born we cry that we are come to this great state of fools. If you can look into the seeds of time, and say which grain will grow and which will not, Speak then unto me. I hold the world but as the world. Gratiano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine is a sad one. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The evil that men do lives after them, the good is oft interred with their bones. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.